Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jorde here from Jorde Lenoy Coaching. Welcome to another Conscious Conversation podcast episode with special guest Jax Robertson. We're going to be talking with her on attracting more money and keeping it. This is going to be amazing. So, if you want to know more about that, manifesting more abundance into your life, if you have any questions around that space, please pop them in the comment section and we will answer them as we go. So let's bring on Jax. I'm going to add her in. 2 seconds. Hello!
Hi.
So good to see you. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's always good to see you, Geordie. How are you?
Absolutely. Oh, look, I'm actually a bit under the weather. This whole week I've been battling this massive chest cold that
Uh-huh.
has just been, oh, it's just been eating away at me. But I've been pushing it through,
Yeah,
getting these podcasts done,
yeah.
adding massive value to the world. That's what it's. I'm not going to let this little chest cold
Oh,
get to the better of me. So yeah, but here we are, and I'm with you, and that's all that matters. So let's kick this off. How have you been, Jax? What's been going on in your world?
I am amazing. And Geordie, you do you right now. If you want to cough and splutter and if it makes you feel better to get snot all over the screen, you do that. We all get sick. And it's just an and here we go, and it's just an indication for you that you need to slow down a little. You have to let that ego away for this for a moment, because your body is
Yeah,
telling you something. We have a divine intellect inside of us that's taking care of us. So but you're good, bro, you're good, so you do you.
thank you, thank
I'm
you. I was,
good.
I was
I'm
actually
good. And to answer your
that's
question,
Well, thank you so much, Jax, for coming on tonight. It was such a pleasure having you last time. We've brought you back again, and I'm really, really excited about tonight's topic. So, why don't you kick it off with us, Jax? When you talk about attracting more money and keeping it, I mean, what exactly do you mean by that?
okay, so wow, this has been the most incredible few months of my life, and I'm going to say months because this is just something that has just come up and completely exploded. I've just released an ebook all about this, and how it all started.
Woo!
Woo! How it all started 2 moons ago, and it was literally 2 moons ago, Geordie, was that I was just, I have this thing where I go down and spend time by the water. I don't know if you live by the ocean, but the water for me, the ocean is just
Yeah.
so calming and healing and beautiful and delicious. And it fills me up just being there. So I have this habit of going there daily. And then I started to get into the habit of going there when the full moon was on it of a night time, and I would go spend time there and just do visualizations and meditations and things like that. And it was one evening, one full moon, 2 moons ago, where I spent time there with my girlfriend Crystal, and I was like, you know what? I have this really cool idea. Wouldn't it be cool if we had women like just lined up along this jetty and we're all visualizing together under the full moon? And
Oh, wow.
and that is where what's kicked off like this amazing roller coaster that I've just recently been on. And so I thought, well, what would people want to learn about women? Like, what would they want to learn
Mm,
about? And it just started to pop up in my feed, and it started to pop up around me. Money was a huge thing. And I thought, look,
yeah.
like my relationship with money, after having a really toxic relationship with money, to be honest, where I was like a walking repellent of money simply because of the way I
Mm,
thought about it. Now being like
mm,
an attraction magnet for money, like money for me is really easy. I have a very great respect for it. And I have a great relationship with it. So I thought, well, why shouldn't I? I could probably pass on some really great, knowledge that I have for anyone that's interested in learning how to open up their receiving mode and how to have a different way of looking at money, so it's actually such a beautiful relationship. So I thought I'll just pass on that information in a workshop. That workshop was incredible. It exploded. The results have been amazing. And I have had women asking me when I'm doing another one. So I thought, why don't I put this in a way where anyone can have it at any time and sit with it and still be able to get from it what everyone who was doing the workshop as well. So I really put in the hours for it. But, in terms of inspired action, it's or inspired action. And that's all it was the whole way. So attracting money and keeping it, in terms of law of attraction, if there's anyone that was on the last time that we were on a call,
Yes.
it really is about being able to see money a different way. So currently, society as a whole, and I have been there, for a long time, the way we see money is very limiting. And we have this
Mm,
really deep rooted beliefs about money that are completely not serving us. So, in terms of law of attraction, what we tend to do is those deep rooted beliefs that aren't serving us, we continue to
mm,
emanate those deep rooted beliefs, and it's just the vicious cycle of never getting
mm,
by. So basically what I do
mm,
and what I help people do is to see it a different way with ease, not really look at it as a problem, but see it a different way. So it is, by looking at areas of abundance in their life and
mm,
creating that fullness inside of their emotions and emanating that fullness, because it's in that fullness where fullness returns. So I've been having women messaging me saying they're receiving, like, fat money, Jorde, fat money.
wow.
And I'm like,
Yes.
ah.
Yes.
And for me, I'm not
So
a
good.
psychic, right? I'm not a psychic. I'm not going to go, oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I was going to be there. I was just like, holy shit, this works. So every single time someone messages me, that puts more belief into me going, holy crap, the teachings, that's not my teachings. This is divine
Mm,
teachings. This is wisdom from divine intellect that I'm just translating here is working. And it does work, because every time I'm like, shit, damn girl, that's good.
that's amazing, Jax. It's one thing that I love about that really struck a chord with me. You mentioned briefly about how you had like a toxic relationship with money, and for so long, even with myself, I can identify that. Growing up, I was told, the old saying, money doesn't grow on trees. No mun, no fun. So, you have these sort of, those beliefs
Mhm.
that, we grow up as, children and into our, our adulthood, and we're still carrying those stories. So, for someone to build or even sort of strengthen that relationship with money, what kind of tips could you give someone who would want to do that?
Absolutely. So basically, the angle that I love to come from, because I find it is an easier angle, is to not acknowledge those relationships, to not acknowledge past relationships, to not acknowledge
Mm,
even our current situation, because everything, we're always in motion, Jorde. And what we
mm,
tend to do, and it's just the way that we've been programmed, is that we tend to look at our current and believe that our current is our reality, and is we're stuck in that
yes.
reality. So
Yeah.
if you continue to do that, what happens is your reality continues to cycle over and over again, and that's in not getting by. But if you continue to
Mm,
acknowledge your past, that always brings up that not enough, not enough, not enough. We never had enough.
yeah.
My relationship with money
It'll
was
just
shit. guess what keeps
Yep.
happening? So what I tend to do is I then veer all of my clients out of that by using strategies of just different simple tasks. And the strategies really step
Nice.
into future visualization, because it's in that we feel joy. It's in that we feel that
Mm,
fullness, and we feel our relationship with money is who are you in your future vision? And what comes up is
mm,
people feel really aligned. They feel full. They feel like they're 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 doing things without struggle, that life is easy. And when you continue to
mm,
sit in those visualizations, even though
mm,
right now it's not happening, what happens is it starts to light up a path towards that. And that's what I found for myself. Jorde, I've recently
mm,
myself manifested crazy money, right? And even because of the work that I've done, when I had this service that I value very, very highly, that's going to cost a lot of money, in the moment when I was told the figure, instead of my
mm.
previous me going, oh no, I'm never gonna get there, that's too much money, I was like, oh yeah, that's easy, that's coming. I just already pictured it. I already
Nice.
put myself there. I just went well, why not? why why
Yes.
why not? Why wouldn't that be available to
Mm,
me? That is my way of thinking now. And then within a week, $20,000 of value appears in my life, exactly how I needed it to. So
oh my God.
that is the power of this. It's already happening. Like law of attraction, like I said last time, is always happening anyways. If you can tap into the formula, if you can figure out ways, or being shown ways how to manipulate it to serve you, it's fucking genius.
Mm.
Genius.
I love that. I love that. That's powerful stuff right there. Um, Jax, you mentioned with your ebook. Now, how long ago did you launch this bad boy?
I launched it 2 days ago.
2 days ago. So it is hot off
Yeah,
the
it
press,
is.
guys.
Yeah.
Honestly. Now, we're going to drop the link in the comment section for you guys so you can purchase this ebook. Now, what can the audience expect once they get their hands on your ebook? What are they going to delve into?
Yes. So it's easy. It's 5 days, 5 days of immersion. And I say immersion because it's not a book that you just read and you go, oh, I'm going to get money tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. Like you said, those deep
Uh,
rooted relationships, they still need to be
yeah.
uprooted. But the way that I uproot them is not to visit that anymore. We uproot them a different way,
Mm,
healthy gardening, let's say.
mm.
And so,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
So what in the
Love
5 days is emotionally provoking tasks, and they're fun. So task
that.
2, for example, is looking at where you have abundance in your life, abundant love. So my clients or whoever is doing the workbook, they then write
Mm,
love letters to 5 people in their life, like really beautiful, delicious, I can't live
oh,
without
no,
you in my life love letters. And that takes them to
I
a
love that.
place of abundance. And you can look at it and go,
Yeah.
shit, I really am abundant. And from that, it goes into the next task and the next task after that. So it really is the most beautiful process. And it finishes with audios that I have actually recorded myself, audios,
Yeah.
visualizations that take you through to finish off the workbook and to finalize it. And I even include a teaching on declaration, on how to do your declarations powerfully as well. So it's a really fun, interactive, proactive book, but it really does require immersion. But on the other side of that, it's not just a shift in financially, but it's a shift in self as well, towards in the direction that we're meant to be going, towards our true essence of who we are. So it really is a transform. You know what word I'm thinking of?
I know. That's awesome, Jax. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really love how you've laid down a pathway, right? You've laid down the steps, the process, and it just sounds so delicious. Like you said, it's such a way for them to really tap into that abundance. You're not just reading a book, you're actually doing the work, because like you said, it doesn't work like that. You actually have to implement those strategies, right? So Jax, if there was something that you could just give one, maybe just one little secret, one little giveaway in the ebook that you could share with us right now, what would it be?
That's a good one. I'm just running through the tasks in my head to see if there's any like little secrets in there. Can you elaborate on the question, Joy? Because I'm very open
Yeah,
about
yeah.
my book. There's not really
So,
any secrets, but I'm like, everything.
if there was like one tip, one strategy that like the audience could implement like right now, if there was something that they could do, to
Uh-huh.
start, manifest,
I
attracting
got
that
you.
abundance.
I got you.
Sorry.
Okay, I got you. So in task 3, there's a really good one that I love telling anyone to do anyways, which is really important, because what you'll find in the book is how money is an energy and how it acts as an energy. It's really quite fun when you read it. But so with money being an energy and energy requiring space, what I do say, like in task 3, I do ask you to clean your room, to clean your car, to clean out your wallet of old receipts, clean it out of old cards that aren't
Oh, I'm guilty of that.
yeah, like receipts, gift cards, coffee cards, like oh my gosh, that
Oh,
that
wow.
fully,
Yep.
because you know what's happening in that bunched upness,
What
like
happened?
no money can
What's
get
going on?
in. Money's like, let me in, but it's just like all old shit there. So what I ask for people to do in around their life is it's like just clear it out, clear all the old stuff and
Just
non-relevant stuff.
clear it out, 100%.
Clear it.
Wow.
And put a
That was
50
just
in
like
there. Clear it out
put a 50 in.
and put a 50 in there, because what happens is when it's clear and you see the 50 in there, you look at it and your first initial subconscious response is, oh, I'm rich.
I've got money.
I got money. And what keeps coming back, it
That
only takes 17 seconds, Jorde, 17 seconds for that abundance to reach the vortex to come back to you. 17 seconds. So if you can do that multiple times a day, it's just such a more powerful thing.
that right there has just like what you just said. I've just learned so much just then. Honestly, like I've got old receipts, I've got coffee cards, I've got business cards from like other people, and there's no money in there, but there's a lot of other stuff in there, and I'm
And you want
literally
money.
going to, yeah, 100%. Like I'm literally going to turn my wallet inside out tonight and clear that stuff out. So guys, if you're like me, right, and you've got a whole heap of shit in there that doesn't need to be in there, clear it out. Clear it out. Put a 50 in there. Put a 50 in 17 seconds for the subconscious mind to register it, put it out to the universe, to the vortex, and it's going to come back tenfold.
Yeah.
Honestly. Amazing. Thank you so much, Jax. Now, there's a couple of people on here tonight, so we're going to open up some questions, so some Q&A for the next 2 minutes, you guys. So if you have any questions after just hearing some powerful insights that Jax has just dropped on tonight's live Facebook feed, post them in the comments section right now and we will have them answered. In the meantime, Jax, tell us, what else have you been up to?
Oh, what else have we been up to? Well, right now we're currently on day 4 of
Day 4?
the soulmate manifestation workshop, which is
Woo!
incredible. Wow, I've got
Tell us
amazing
more.
bunch of queens on board for this. It's really fun. So same kind of thing, law of attraction, it's not discriminative. It's the same fundamentals, it's the same foundations, the same formulas. You just put it into different, areas that are a priority to people. So right now we're doing the soulmate manifestation. And yes, and that's going to again be turned into an ebook as well, because that one I feel like is going to be huge. And if there's anyone on here that's watching that don't know it, these are strategies and that I implemented myself to attract my soulmate. And like that was over a year and a half ago, and we're like the ooey gooey notebook relationship. So
Yeah. And that's such a beautiful thing. So guys, we're going to, if there's any links to that, Jax, we're going to pop it in to the comments as well for you guys to access that. Okay. So getting back, if there's any guys, any girls, any guys on here that want to ask Jack some questions, I'm going to leave it open for one more minute.
yeah,
Think of
guys.
something that you want to ask her, please. Like, she's got a wealth of knowledge around, attracting more abundance. Who doesn't want more abundance in their life, right? Like,
I do.
we are all. Oh, 100%. So do I. And you know what? Like, I've learned so much, from this live feed. So if anyone else out there that has any questions, please pop them in the comment section and we will have them answered. Jax has been amazing tonight. She's absolutely just killing it. Every time like we catch up, she's always doing something else, something more. And it's just so awesome to see. Um, so, Jax, do you have anything else you want to share with us while the guys think of some questions?
No, well, you know what? I feel like it's this is like can seriously be the beginning of something amazing for anyone, especially even if you're not if this is something that you don't know anything about, that's okay, because the whole purpose for me writing this and sharing this is to translate it in a way that you don't have to think about it, that you don't have to worry if you're doing it right at all. All you need to do is stay on path with the questions. All the questions are all relative to you, and immersing yourself into them and experiencing it, because on the other side of that is just a new version of you, a better version of you in so many ways. So yeah, it's really incredible. I did have a client today, or she bought the book and she printed it out 4 times, so her and her whole family
Oh,
can do it.
wow.
Her 2 teenage daughters and her husband as well. So imagine that,
Oh,
something that
that's
you can
amazing.
bring forth to your family as well. And why not? That's what I think. It's like, it's just, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? If you're struggling with money, if it's something that's really tough for you right now, and you're finding it hard to get extra work, if you're finding it hard to find more resources, if you're finding life hard, why not just step into something that you don't know anything about and go, why not? Let's just give it a go. Let me just try this one out, because it may be the answer that I need, kind of thing. So it's just that
Mm,
magic that we've got to step back into that. We tell our children Santa Claus exists, like we tell them that, like, it doesn't.
exactly.
We've got to have that, we've got to believe in something too. So it's just, yeah.
No, absolutely, Jax, and throwing that belief out there, and I think also one of the biggest things to remember is to be open-minded. We're so closed off to
Oh,
these types of conversations, and that's why having conscious conversations and people like yourself on board, getting these conversations out there and heard amongst the masses, educating them on this, because this has been around for thousands and thousands of
and
years,
Jorde,
and
yeah, that's right. It's
it's and so and people like yourself are getting the results and people are still closed off from it, so
the thing is, Jorde,
anyone else,
sorry.
oh
The thing is
yeah.
that every single successful, affluent person in the world, and I mean huge
Mm,
success, like not just like little success, the huge ones that everybody was like, is like, that's
mm,
where I want to be. They do this. They believe in this.
yes.
They literally live
Mm-hmm.
and breathe this every single day. They tapped into this. They get it. They get it, right? They get the
Yes.
law of attraction. They manipulate it. They get it.
100%.
So if you're closed off, that's where you're not going, because you're not willing to get it too.
Yes.
Hmm.
100%. I agree with that, exactly right. And it's well, I could like talk about this for like hours, because I'm on that exactly that same wavelength. Like, you know money is just energy, and once you learn to play in the field,
Right.
in that field,
Yep.
and play with your energy and manipulate it, to make it serve you, that is powerful. You know, we all have this ability.
Yeah.
We all have
Yeah.
this ability.
Totally.
Um,
Love it. Look at
Jack,
you light up. I love it. What sickness? It's gone.
yeah, where's it gone? um, Jax, thank you so much for jumping on
Thank
tonight.
you.
It, as always, been an absolute pleasure. For anyone who is watching this, watching the replay, we're going to put the links in below for you guys to access this powerful ebook right now. Get your hands on it. Get into it. Add Jax. She has a tribe.
Add
Get
me.
in the tribe. She is to empower you, inspire you, educate you, you know, everything, and get you to where you need to be
Yeah.
in life. So please, guys, get in touch with her. She is a
Thank you.
powerhouse, and you know, I can't recommend her. You know, she's amazing. So get on her, and add her, and let's make this happen.
Thank you
Jax,
so much.
thank you, and we will be in touch soon,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye.